Welcome to Big Idea, Hardly, where you can learn something new in just a few minutes. Today, we understand the ritual effect. From habit to ritual, harness the surprising power of everyday actions, in which we probe into how everyday actions, when ritualized, transform routine into a powerful tool for enhancing our psychological and emotional well-being. Michael Norton is the Harold M. Brearley Professor of Business Administration at the Harvard Business School. Don't go away, Hardly. The editor will be right back with the story. In our fast-paced lives, it's easy to dismiss the small, repetitive actions we perform daily as mere habits. But when these actions are transformed into rituals, they can significantly influence our psychological and emotional states. Rituals are more than just habits. They are intentional, symbolic acts that carry meaning beyond their practical purpose. This book delves into how these ritualized actions can turn mundane routines into powerful tools for enhancing our well-being, helping us navigate life's challenges with greater resilience and purpose. One of the most compelling insights from this book is that rituals provide a sense of control in an unpredictable world. The author shares a fascinating story about Flannery O'Connor, the famous Southern writer who began her day with morning prayers and shared a thermos of coffee with her mother. This ritual wasn't just about starting the day with caffeine or adhering to religious practices. It was about creating a sense of stability and focus in her life, which was otherwise filled with the uncertainties of the creative process. As the book notes, even though these actions might seem totally random to you, they felt deeply right to and worked for these writers. O'Connor's ritual served as an anchor, allowing her to enter the creative space with a clear mind and a calm heart, ready to tackle the demands of her craft. Rituals also have the power to connect us with others, creating a shared experience that strengthens relationships and builds community. One of the book's most touching stories is about a group of volunteers who continued to serve at a food pantry throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. Despite their fear and uncertainty, these volunteers developed a ritual of standing in a circle and hugging each other before opening the doors to serve their guests. This ritual, simple as it was, became a powerful source of comfort and solidarity. It symbolized their commitment to each other and to the people they served, transforming an ordinary act of kindness into something deeply meaningful. Every Tuesday at 1:55 p.m., that's where you'll find us. It's one hug just to feel all of it. Everything that all of us have gone through, not just here, but all over the world. This ritual wasn't just about preparing to serve food. It was about acknowledging their shared struggles and reinforcing their collective strength. The transformative power of rituals is further illustrated through the story of Maya Angelou. The celebrated poet had a unique ritual of working in a motel room, where she requested that all the art be removed from the walls. She would then lay out a thesaurus, a Bible, and a bottle of sherry, and begin her writing. This ritual was not just about creating a conducive environment for work. It was a symbolic act that signified her transition into the creative space. As the book puts it, rituals often operate below our radar and enable us to savor the experiences of everyday life. For Angelou, this ritual was essential for channeling her creativity and producing the profound works that would resonate with millions. The act of stripping the room bare and setting up her chosen objects was a way of clearing her mind and preparing her soul for the creative process, ensuring that she approached her work with reverence and focus. Rituals also help us manage emotions and psychological states, providing a way to process and cope with life's challenges. The book recounts the story of Charles Dickens, who had a peculiar ritual of checking his compass every night to ensure his bed was facing north before he went to sleep. This ritual, seemingly odd and superstitious, was actually a way for Dickens to manage his anxiety and create a sense of order in his life. By controlling this one small aspect of his environment, Dickens was able to calm his mind and ensure a good night's sleep, which was essential for maintaining his prodigious creative output. The book explains, the overriding feeling was that if we tried to vary it, or, in desperation to get to sleep, to streamline it, the entire endeavor might fall flat. Dickens's ritual was less about superstition and more about creating a mental framework that allowed him to function at his best. The science behind why rituals are so effective lies in their ability to generate emotions. Rituals, by their very nature, are charged with emotional significance. Whether it's the pre-game rituals of athletes or the morning routines of successful entrepreneurs, these acts are imbued with meaning that transcends their immediate purpose. The author highlights a study where participants were asked to perform a simple ritual before eating chocolate. Those who engaged in the ritual reported the chocolate tasting better and deriving more pleasure from the experience than those who didn't perform the ritual. This phenomenon is described in the book as emodiversity, the idea that rituals enrich our emotional lives by allowing us to experience a broader range of emotions, from joy to nostalgia to a sense of accomplishment. Rituals also have the ability to transform our perception of time, making moments more memorable and significant. The book shares a story about a couple who, early in their marriage, developed a ritual of eating a Fuji apple with a square of dark chocolate every night. Over time, this simple act became a cherished ritual that marked the end of their day and symbolized their bond. The sweet and the bitter, the dark and the light. She said it felt poetic, and that made us laugh. This ritual, while small, created a daily moment of connection and reflection that strengthened their relationship and added meaning to their everyday lives. In another study mentioned in the book, researchers found that rituals can help reduce anxiety before high-stakes tasks, such as taking an exam or giving a presentation. Participants who performed a simple ritual, such as clenching their fists and visualizing success, reported lower levels of anxiety and performed better than those who didn't. The ritual acted as a psychological buffer, providing a sense of control and reducing the impact of stress. The book quotes one participant. "When I performed the ritual, I felt more in control and less anxious about the outcome." Rituals also play a crucial role in how we cope with loss and grief. The book describes a morning ritual where a woman washed her late husband's car every week, just as he had done when he was alive. This ritual was her way of maintaining a connection with her husband and processing her grief. It was not about the car or the act of washing it, but about what the ritual represented: love, memory, and continuity. As the book states, rituals help us start the day off right and bring it to a peaceful close. They foster strong relationships in life and work. In summary, rituals transform everyday actions into powerful tools for enhancing our psychological and emotional well-being. They provide us with a sense of control, connect us with others, help us manage emotions, and enrich our lives with meaning and significance. As the editor of Hardly, through understanding these lessons, we can create intentional rituals that bring more purpose, connection, and emotional richness into our daily lives, allowing us to navigate the complexities of modern living with greater resilience and grace. Rituals have a profound impact on our psychological and emotional well-being by transforming ordinary actions into meaningful experiences. As we've explored, these rituals provide a sense of control, foster connections with others, and enrich our emotional lives in ways that simple habits cannot achieve. One story from this book that truly illustrates the transformative power of rituals is about Barack Obama. On polling day during his presidential campaigns, Obama insisted on playing a specific game of basketball with the same group of friends. This wasn't just about engaging in a favorite sport. It was a ritual that helped him manage the immense pressure and stress of the day. By sticking to this familiar routine, Obama created a sense of normalcy and control, allowing him to approach the day's challenges with a clear mind and steady nerves. This ritual, like others we've discussed, was less about the physical act of playing basketball and more about the psychological readiness it provided, helping him to remain focused and resilient during one of the most critical moments of his career. Rituals like these show us that by ritualizing our actions, we can better navigate the uncertainties of life, build stronger relationships, and enhance our overall well-being. As the editor of Hardly, understanding the power of rituals can inspire us to create our own meaningful practices that not only support us in times of stress, but also bring joy and connection into our daily lives.